Hi students, today we'll be seeing how to take input and output through Python with basic functions like input, and we will be taking the output to the end user with the help of print statement. So first we will see how to take input from the user. Any user to develop any program or to process any program, they have to take the input from the user end. Okay. So the function which is available in Python is input, and we have to just give it in double quote or single quote, whatever we want to convey. Otherwise the user will not know what to enter, right? Say for example, input, enter the value of a. So this enter the value of a, you have to enclose it in single quote or double quote, so the prompt will occur where the user can enter the value. So whatever the value is entered through the user is taken by Python in the form of strings only. So now whenever I want to take some other data type as an input, so what is available is we have that type conversion. Say for example, in this example, I have one statement which is taking the name as the input. So the variable name is declared, name is equal to input, enter your name. I have just enclosed it in double quotes. So now if I'm giving print hello plus name. So as I told you, in polymorphism concept, more than one form an operator can behave. So hello is a pre-built-in text which is available inside double quotes, and name is the value what the user is entering. Say for example, here see the output, enter your name. The user is entering GHF. So after the next print statement, what it does? It concatenates that GFG plus the string hello. So while printing, it prints hello GFG. So as I told now, I want to take the input in the other form. So usually by default, what is the input statement is taken in the form of a string. So if I want to convert that particular data type into another data type, we have the functions called as int, float, like that. We have n number of functions. So one example, say here num is equal to, simply if I give input, enter a number, we will be entering a number only. But the Python will take it in the form of strings, which is of no use to us. We need it in an integer format. So to convert this string to your integer, we have a function called as int. So that is why I've written num is equal to int, convert that input statement into int. So whatever you are entering, it will be converted to your integer format. Now I have one more variable called as add. Add is equal to num plus 1. So now if I print add, so what it is going to print me? It is going to print me 5. Say for example, if I've entered 4, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Otherwise, whatever, even though you enter integer value, it is going to take it as a string only. So we have to convert a string variable to an integer variable to do this addition process in the input statement. Next one, how to display an output. So we have the very famous function called as print to take the output to your console window. So for the input, it is input only. For the output, it is output function. So now see to this program. We have a program called as here print GFG. So it will be printing as it is. See the output statement as well. It will be printing GFG. Next one, we have one more print statement where we have the code for disabling the white spaces. Okay. So print G in single quote, comma F in single quote, and G in single quote, comma separator is equal to blank. If I give separator is equal to blank, it is not going to consider the white spaces which is left between the characters. So again, if I give print, it is going to print me GFG only. Next one, using the end statement. Okay, what is the use of end statement is, it is used as a concatenation operator. Okay, concatenation is nothing but adding. So print Python comma, end is equal to at. Next statement, print geeks for cheeks. Okay, so when I am printing the first statement, it should print Python and at the next statement only it should print geek of jigs, but it is printing in a single line. So we are just saying the interpreter that whenever it sees that symbol, it should concatenate the next line of statement also. So this is very helpful whenever you want to print lengthy statements at a stretch. Thank you.